player here, but he's probably platinum on EU. I'm not really familiar with most of the players in the Chobo Team League yet. Anyway, we're already into our game here on Frost. Spawning in the upper left, we've got Hawkeye playing for Team Rival Gaming as our purple Zerg. And as our orange Zerg, we have Rasias playing for Chobo Team 6. So both overlords headed out in the wrong direction. Rasias choosing to scout out with his overlord towards the more distant location, whereas Hawkeye just sending it to the wrong, closer location. Hawkeye sending this drone out across the map to complete his scouting. Actually sending the drone to the other distant location. But pretty soon Hawkeye will at least have confirmed which base his opponent is at. Distance not being too large on Frost. Rossi is sending out a drone scout as well. Man, I wish the follow feature still worked. The last patch seemed to have broken the follow feature for the observer mode for anyone who didn't know about that, which you might not if you don't try to cast things like I do. It was much easier when I could just say Control-Shift-F and follow that drone. That drone now has scouted the location of Hawkeye's base. And getting a pretty much full scout off. Seeing that early gas and pool timing, telling him that he's probably going to see some speedlings pretty early, whereas Rasias has gone hatch first. Very good that he has scouted his opponent going for that early speedling, though, because he now knows he's probably going to see that aggression come out. Now, he could change his mind because it's been scouted. You never know, but... So that drone for Rossi is still trying to scout around in the base and see what it can see, but those first two Zerglings of Hawkeye are not going to chase it home. Might even get it on the way home with that long rush distance, and Zerglings being just a little faster than a drone, they might well get it. More Zerglings coming out for Hawkeye over there. And his speed is indeed already on the way. Rasius' first lings chase back those lings that were chasing that drone, at least for the moment. But and they just join up with their brethren and hang out at the watchtower, probably waiting for their speed to be done. Another few lings coming across the map for Hawkeye. With Rasius having less lings, more queens. And a much faster second base. Hawkeye's second base just finishing up now. And his Baneling Nest and Speed all finishing up at once. So a very good timing for all of this Zergling aggression. Surprised that I don't see him morph any Banes at this point. I know I would if I was playing. Anyway, see these Zerglings with their speed just about to come into effect come up this ramp. One of them dies to a shot from a Spine Crawler and a Queen. But their speed now completed, they're going to head back into that base by the look of things. No, not quite. In fact, they couldn't... Now you see those Banes morphing in. But Rasius is now making a full wall off with 3 evolution chambers. Now usually, when I've seen this with most Zerg players, they don't let these Evo chambers finish probably going to see him cancel this one. Not quite. He chooses not to cancel that. Usually when I've seen that, I see only 2 Evo Chambers, and usually using Queens on hold position to block, which works almost as well as an Evo Chamber, if not better. Anyway, so Hawkeye knows he's probably not going to get through that without a whole lot of Banelings. So, what do we see out of him? A Roach Warren. Or at least I saw a Roach Warren. Did he cancel? Yeah, he actually canceled his Roach Warren. Interesting. And I see all of his gas geysers are going down. Cancel his Roach Warren, bringing down all of his gas guys. In the meantime, Rasias has a Roach Warren going down, and his lair is just completed now. Hawkeye's lair also just about to complete. +1 missile attacks in there for Rasias, so we're definitely going to see some play with that Roach Warren. As well as +1 carapace. Evo Chamber coming down for Hawkeye. So both players looking pretty even at this point, but obviously going for very different builds. Hawkeye now getting a Spire down, and that must be his plan with all that gas coming in. Whereas Rasias has 14 roaches on the way, so looking for an early roach push. And as soon as those roaches come out, they start taking down that full wall off, so we're probably going to see those roaches move across the map as soon as all the roaches are made. 3 more on the way. Not even waiting for those 3 more, just figuring they can come reinforce and moving those roaches out onto the map, taking that little squad of Lings and Banes that was left there without losing the roach. It does take a significant amount of damage on the roaches in front from the Banes, but nothing really lost as of yet. In the meanwhile, Hawkeye taking his 3rd as these roaches march across the map with roach speed and +1/+1 just about to finish. Roach speed is now finished, +1/+1, so just about to finish. Hawkeye trying to get down on a full wall off, much like Rasias is on the other side of the map, but that's Evo that was barely being built, easily taken down by these roaches. And considering those 7 mutas are a little bit far away, Spire even going down immediately, so 7 mutas would be all you have. And they're just not going to take down that number of roaches very quickly. Cute little hold position on the drones here, but not going to do nearly enough, as these roaches just, there's nothing that can take them out on the field. Muta's starting to go to work on them, but Hawkeye GG's out. And that takes us to 6-1 currently for Chobo Team 6. So for those of you who've been watching me live and watched my screw up, you know we've now watched through all of the games that were played this week between Chobo Team 6 and Team Rival Gaming, with the total score of 8-1 for Chobo Team 6. So pretty absolute win there. I believe that was the only win that was nearly that absolute this week. So that's going to be it for me for now. If I see another game already casted, I believe I've already casted everything that has been casted once, and I don't want to step on someone's toes again. By the way, sorry Redentor about accidentally stepping on your toes by not knowing that you were scheduled to cast that series between Vortex and whoever it was we played. I don't even remember. It's bad that I don't remember. But anyway, hey, unless other set has been cast and listed as cast pretty soon, that'll be it for me each night. in my continuing coverage of the Chobo Team League. So, thanks a lot for any of you watching. See you with my next cast, which will probably come out. It really depends on when the other things are cast, because as I said, I don't want to step on any other casters' toes again. So, thanks a lot for watching. I'll get these VODs cut up as soon as I can.